Hey everybody, this is Arkin.
And this is Greg Peloquin, and you can call me G Pelly.
We're here to see a match between Jung and Jung. K on your left is playing blue-white aggro, and Jung's on blue-white control.
So some Azorius on Azorius action.
Good little example into some of the manipulations of the color wheel here. Blue-white specifically, that combination can go pretty much in any direction in terms of deck archetypes, from heavily aggro to heavily control and anywhere in the middle.
Well, it's because blue gets to do everything.
Blue does get to do everything.
They have card draw, counters, bounce, extra turns, winning.
Yeah, I mean, I think Patrick Chapin put it succinctly in one of his articles when he wrote that the longer you play the game, the more you realize you're a blue mage, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the other one was like when Alpha first came out. They had a cycle of one casting cost cards for.
That were all supposed to exemplify the colors.
They do 3 of something.
Yeah.
So like Dark Ritual was 3 black.
3 black mana to your pool.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt was 3 damage. Ancestor Recall was 3 cards, and Healing Salve was 3 life.
Yep, and Giant Growth was 3 toughness and 3 power.
And only one of those is still
banned.
Well, one of those is in M13.
Yeah.
And so it looks like they got one of those right.
Yeah. Giant Growth is a very well designed card.
But the difference in blue and white there kind of set the tone.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to this match here. I imagine, let's see, for K Jung, I imagine you're gonna want to try to get a couple of counter creatures under the counter wall and protect them. Yeah. So like Geist of Sand Trapped will be really important in this matchup. And I think it looks like he has. Let's get the list here. It looks like he has 3 main. Is that right?
Yeah. Let's take a look at it. This is the. Yeah, he has 3 main deck Geist of Sand Trapped. So we're here. We have their deck list here in front of us, and the blue-white deck is much on the aggressive side in terms of blue-white decks.
Yeah, in fact, it's mostly white here. So you're looking at like it's the one that won the 5K, the TCG Player 5K right as the format was like just beginning.
Yeah, so the deck.
Oh, values can be really important as well.
The deck actually only has 5 non-creature spells in it.
No, it looks like 2 Spectral Flights and 3 Azorius Charms. Anyway,
yeah,
looks like they're
and importantly 4 Cavern of Souls, which will be important for the aggro player.
Yeah, no, looks like it's almost all humans here. Good portion of these things are humans.
Yes.
Everything. Yeah, like a lot of this is humans, so that makes the most sense.
Everything but 4 of his creature types.
So I kind of like the aggro deck early on here.
Yeah, definitely. This is an extremely aggressive version of the deck. War Falcon being utilized in Standard, which is cool to see.
And that's the one that can't attack unless you control a warrior or
knight or soldier.
Knight or soldier, thank you. Okay. So there's 4, 8, 12, 15, 18, 20, 21, 21 at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's plenty of creatures to enable the War Falcon. Turn from Wall Falcon into War Falcon. Okay, it looks like K Jung is going first here. The aggro deck can get off to a good start here. A good, nice Champion, Knight of Glory, Thalia start. Something to that effect would be good. All right, so let's see what's going on here. And Insta Mulligan.
From the aggro player.
Yeah, it looks like Young Reed's an instant keep. I saw some lands and an Azorius Key Rune, so looks reasonable.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm going to take a look over at this control deck. Sphinx's Revelation, kind of the new Blue Sun Zenith. Definitely different in its application slightly, but extremely powerful and pivotal card for the control.
Yeah, the deck he's playing, Younger, he's playing this a lot like Todd Anderson's deck that won the first Star City Open. It's a Blue-White Miracles deck that but he doesn't have the red though. He doesn't have the red for the Pillar of Flame, and that might be defensible when you consider that zombies is less of a presence now. Because really, even with or without Pillar, you just can't beat zombies.
Yeah.
Like the match was just horrendous. The main difference here looks like Young has a couple of Staffinen in his deck, which is interesting.
Right.
Definitely a good way to break open the mid-range. It breaks open the mid-range control matchups for sure. All right, so let's see if 6 is better here.
Right. Hopefully 6
I see some lands and some creatures.
Yeah,
we're probably
looks like he's
that.
keeping.
I see War Falcon. I see Champion of the Parish. Yeah.
I see Moorland Haunt.
Okay, I can get behind that. The Plains.
So he leads with Plains and Champion of the Parish.
Okay.
It's a good start.
That's
Young draws Detention Sphere and passes. I also see Azorius Charm in his hand. So let's see if he's got the human on 2. And
Oh, there we go. And War Falcon.
Wow. So he's got 1 human and 1 non-human. It's a bird, I guess.
Now, interestingly, if that was a PT level format and you did that, you wouldn't get the trigger on the champion there.
Ah, yeah?
If you go boom, if you go champion,
And
War
then,
Falcon,
yeah.
you skip your trigger. So
That's true.
It's good. It's a good idea to build good habits and not make sloppy play like that. So Zori's Charming probably on the champion.
On the champion with a counter on it.
Alternatively, you could consider waiting there and just detention sphere both of them.
Yep.
But you run the risk of him going Thalia go, then you're stuck.
Right. And I don't know if he does. He have the land? Yes, he does.
Yeah,
yes,
he does. Yeah. So I consider detention sphering there.
Game 1 against a relatively unknown list, I would probably have gone for the detention sphere play, just because you're not. It's hard to know if they're just going to go Thalia immediately.
Yeah, and then he can't attack. You just take the wind right out of his sails. Too.
Especially because
so I don't like this play. Why are we playing a key rune here?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I guess unless we're going to detention sphere for sure here.
Yeah, maybe.
Like I suppose it makes sense for on the detention sphere plan. You got a Merlin Haunt and 1 card in his hand. Okay, trucking for 4.
Goes to.
Yeah, like if I'm committing to now you're for sure on sphere here.
Right.
Like I don't think it's any better for you here if you're the blue white mage.
It's just a really clear 2 for 1.
Yeah, easy play here. Yep. That is backbreaking, and now
the War Falcon is all lonely.
I believe you mean Wall Falcon.
Yeah.
He's not and he's a bad wall at that. He's not even blocking the 1 creature that's in play.
No.
Well, pseudo creature. Yeah.
Wall Falcon.
So it looks like Jung doesn't have another land. So I think it makes sense. It makes sense if you know for sure you're going to detention sphere. It's not the worst play. All right, so then we got our number 5, and what are we going to do here?
Syncopate, Azorius Charm, Feeling of Dread, and Jung's hand.
His position is fantastic. Although Syncopate's quickly losing stock.
Yeah, but he's making. Oh,
yeah, that's not happening.
It's a powerful spell.
That is not happening.
Well, apparently it happened. So let's see.
Oh, really? Okay.
Azorius Charm to the top of your library. Interesting. What would you have syncopated that right there?
Yeah, for no reason to let it resolve there.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got?
Probably Planeswalker if he's holding it like that. Nope.
Entreat for 3?
Miracles. Entreat for 3. That's probably really backbreaking against an aggro player. With
Yeah,
the
1 card in K's hand, Conjunct's hand, is a Spectral Flight.
Yeah. So
he's at 11, so 12. So we can.
We can guess that's.
Well, you can play the War Falcon, put a Spectral Flight on it, get in there, or use it as a wall, kind of. But but then he's got Feeling of Dread, so that's horrendous. I guess you could pair it up and jump and swing in, see what happens. You might want to take one of the angels out. It's really bad.
Yeah, it is really bad. If I'm the blue-white aggro player, if I'm K here, I'm probably gonna suit up my Silverblade and swing just to try to put some fear into Jung and hope that he starts chumping with his angels and doesn't kill me quickly.
He's probably that's all you can do, and then just try. Yep, I like that. That's not a good position, but it's the best you're gonna do.
Yes.
So it's a 4/4 double striker.
4/4 double strike. So
you just take it, right?
He's gonna
you can't. No,
block.
triple blocking. Right. So he takes out 2 of them.
Yep, and then he gets killed. So yeah, that was a good play.
I could be convinced to take it there and just ride Feeling of Dread to the win. I just take it. Like, what's he gonna do? Giant
Go to 3. Yeah,
and then just kill him on.
Miracle's another
one. Hey guys, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle. An interesting card. What are your thoughts on Miracles? Do you like the mechanic?
I've said this before, but I once said that when Miracles first spoiled, it's going to let players steal matches who don't deserve them.
You mean like both of us at various times?
I've benefited from bonfires far more often than I've been on the receiving end of them.
Really?
So I've been that undeserving player who
I've only played bonfire in a tournament once.
So he just draws
Spectral Flight.
And draws another Wall Falcon, and that's not going to do it.
No, certainly not. So, wow, demonstrating the power of Entreat the Angels off the top.
All right, Miracle is nice.
You can't really get a better rate than Entreat when it's Miracle in terms of power level.
Of course. It's pretty absurd.
It's absurd.
Okay, so
sideboarding.
What are we doing for sideboard here? Well, that Detention Sphere should come in, as should the negates for K. Jung. Negate is pivotal because that's how you protect yourself once you stabilized. You'll need to be mindful of Supreme Verdict. Jung has 4 Terminus and 4 Supreme Verdict out of his deck.
Right.
Now I think about it, maybe I don't like his chances as much as I thought. I might be a little off here. Also, you could probably I could consider Dried Militant as well.
Why is that?
So I don't know if you noticed he has Feeling of Dread, but it slows down Feeling of Dread.
Right.
And
He didn't see it though. He didn't see the flashbacks.
Yeah, it's probably better than War Falcon here.
Yeah, potentially.
Like I'd take out War Falcon for it.
Yeah.
Because what do you care if it flies?
No. Yeah, I agree.
It's irrelevant. But
what about face reward for protection against the sphere?
No, or Wrath, which
does
against Supreme Verdict.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Well, wait, doesn't that not protect against Supreme Verdict because it just gives it protection from a color, not indestructibility?
Face reward? You're thinking face shield. Face reward's the thing that was in eggs.
Face reward is the eggs card.
Yeah,
right?
So it's the anti-wrath one. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was thinking of face shield. This is right. Face reward is an instant for 3 colors and a white that returns to play all creatures, artifacts, enchantments, and lands that were put into your graveyard from play this turn.
Okay, so over here on Jung Ree's side, what do I not like here? Well, to be honest,
I don't like Jace Memory Adept.
Yeah, Jace Memory Adept can go. I'm not a big fan of that. You don't really need a negate either.
What do you think about the 2 syncopates?
Actually, the negate definitely comes out. Syncopate is okay.
Yeah,
like you can
always alright.
Like you can run I'd probably bring in Cyclonic Rift here. It's a couple Cyclonic Rifts in the sideboard. That seems pretty good. I can also see boarding out the Staffanin for.
What about that martial law? Do you think that's good enough? It seems a bit slow to me.
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what he's doing with martial law.
If a trend I see amongst a lot of blue-white X or blue-white players that controlling players is they'll actually just have 3 or 4 Geist of St. Trust in their sideboards, specifically to kill other Geist of St. Trust and to bring it against the other control decks, right? Right. And I like that more than let's say martial law.
Yeah, he has 8 wraths to protect against guys from getting out of hand. Those wraths are a big game too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think in this kind of a control deck you want to be tapping for a 4-mana enchantment that doesn't do anything until your next upkeep.
Yeah, I'm sticking out the slow clunky cards and bringing in like Cyclonic Rifts to buy time. Why is there a key rune in this sideboard? What am I doing? What am I doing? When do I want to bring in a key rune? I guess if I'm a control mirror.
Perhaps, but then again, I think Geist of St. Traft is just better than that.
Absolutely, yeah. Or a land. I'd rather just have another land there.
Yep. A fairly overlooked strategy, which most of the time isn't necessarily correct, but sideboarding in and out lands is something that certain decks want, but not a huge amount of players are thinking about, just because it's not really something you would actually think about most of the time.
Well, it's key in control mirrors. If you ever played a control mirror, you want to be making land drops, and you want to be doing multiple things a turn. Right. Because it's going to be a lot of draw go, not a lot of action in the early turns. So usually you want to be able to stop what they do or play multiple things a turn. Right.
Another strategy for land sideboarding is aggro players. If they win game 1 against really controlling decks, when I was playing a couple aggro decks, occasionally if I had enough cards on the sideboard, I'd sideboard out a land going into game 2 because I'd be on the draw, and you just want to have as aggressive a hand as possible and not have too many lands floating around in your deck. And being on the draw lets you have that extra percentage points to hit your lands. So siding out a land in that situation is not the worst. It's just context.
It's kind of like in a game of hockey when you're behind, you can throw the last few minutes of the game, you can pull the goalie from another player and try to score points.
Right. I thought you were gonna say start a fight. That's what I would do. But yeah.
Yeah, you didn't expect me to make a sports reference, did you?
No, it came out of nowhere.
Okay, so it looks like K. Jung is keeping and Jung Ri is shipping it back.
I see K's hand has 2 silver blades. Oh,
he's getting close to the camera. I like that.
2 silver.
Is that face reward? Yeah, 2 silver blades, a face reward, a Sublime Archangel,
a Moorland Haunt, and
2 plains. Is that Caverns? Cavern of Souls.
Yeah, sorry, you're correct.
Yeah.
Cavern of Souls.
So interestingly, the Cavern makes this hand much better.
It does.
If there's no Cavern, I would probably not keep this. Yeah. Oh, is he leading too?
Interesting. It is a bit slow on the draw because your first play is a 3-drop that's a soulbound creature and doesn't do anything immediately.
Kid Jung's in play. He lost last game.
Oh, you're correct. You're correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
we were just talking about the sideboard.
No. If you're on the draw, you never keep that.
No.
On the play with the cavern, I think that's a defensible keep.
Yeah.
I'm okay with keeping that hand.
I agree.
I mean, it's not the usual hand you're looking for, but sometimes you have to consider how's this going to do in the matchup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe it's not good enough. I haven't played either of these decks enough. Well, I played blue-white, red control, but I haven't played the blue-white aggro deck enough to really know if that's what you want.
Right. I mean, I also think it's not a ridiculous mulligan decision or anything of that nature. Having no 1 or 2 drops is fairly important as an aggro player. I mean, granted, the blue-white aggro deck does have a lot more staying power and a lot more powerful high end than most aggro decks do.
Did you just look at his top?
I don't know. Did he?
Yeah,
he might have drawn 7 and then put 1 back.
Yeah, he looked at it and put 1 back.
Okay.
That's something you need to call a judge for.
Certainly.
When you do that. Although I'd probably just have him shuffle it instead of put on top of his library.
K. Jung here is agonizing over his decision. I only see 1 land in his hand.
Well, he knows his land on top, probably. He put the land back.
That would certainly be an interesting. Let's see if he...
Okay, or not. Okay. So did he keep?
He kept.
Oh, they're both on 1 land. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Go get him, Thalia.
Thalia. Woo! No syncopate?
Nope, no syncopate.
I saw the syncopate in his hand.
Why? Is that a syncopate, really?
Yes,
and he didn't syncopate it?
Yep.
That is... Wow.
That's backbreaking.
Yeah, that is just awful. Sorry, that is a huge misplay.
Yeah, so he discards the syncopate.
Wow.
Really need to
no value whatsoever.
You just really need to counter.
And now he's got the negate, but that's perfectly okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can play? Oh, another Thalia.
Being stuck on lands and not countering a buffer effect like that is really going to set you behind as the control player.
No, another Thalia. I think that's all of them, right?
Does he have them all in his hand?
Yeah. That's like every time I played Tempered Steel, I never fail to have 3 Mox Opals in my hand. Gee, I bet you those Feeling of Dreads would be pretty sweet if you could cast them. Well, I hesitate to call them sweet. They'd be pretty mediocre, actually.
And
go get him Silverblade Paladin.
Yep.
Put him out of his misery. I guess there's a Silverblade in there, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. There is.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is a beating.
Well, all started with the not syncopating.
Do you think he just didn't see it in his hand?
That's possible.
It's possible.
I mean, yeah, they're speaking in Korean, so I can't necessarily hear. I can't understand what they're saying.
I heard him say swing for 4.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't hear him either.
I mean,
there's a guy who's saying Traff.
I won't say that I've never done that before. Just totally face out and let something resolve. I really shouldn't have let resolve.
Yeah, I've been there, done that too.
Yeah, so it's not.
Yeah, that Thalia is just.
It happens.
Awful. No, why didn't we play? Oh, are we negating? I don't understand. He drew Geist Trap. You just play the guys there if you're K Jung.
Well, I think he's just playing conservatively around like a top deck Terminus or something.
I guess that works too. He's just dead, yeah.
Yeah, that's game. All right, wow.
Either way.
That was quick.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Playing around top deck Terminus there.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
I can get around that play. I can get behind that play. Then. Yeah. There's no reason to, especially when he's dead anyway.
Yeah, you don't expose yourself when you have lethal on board.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, on to game 3. Let's see. Do we make any changes depending on the player of the draw? Probably not. I think it's fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I'm just gonna remember to syncopate the
Thalia.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll remember it in game 3 if it comes up.
Yeah.
That was pivotal. It's definitely why he lost.
So interesting looking at K Jung's list. You're probably siding on Azorius Charm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge fan of Azorius Charm here in this spot actually. Like what
for the deck in general?
Yeah, like what are we doing with Azorius Charm there? I guess the life
game mode is fairly decent in mirrors or in aggro mirror matches.
Yeah, like if I'm casting Azorius Charm for the draw a card function on this deck,
that's the least exciting thing you could be doing with it.
Yeah, or ambushing attackers, or like I guess you're erasing red decks or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, but I
would probably rather just have like a 3 of Syncopate or something.
Yeah.
Stick a few threats and then just protect them a little bit. That's historically speaking, that's been a really powerful element of blue-white aggressive decks. Their ability to sort of shift gears and start denying people.
Even the negates in that
outs.
spot wouldn't be the worst.
Yeah, exactly. That's a dimension of blue X aggro decks that no other color combination really has access to, which has made it pretty attractive at various different points in the metagame.
Yeah, they protect your.
If you can stick a few early threats using white or whatever color you want, and then protect them with blue, it's pretty hard to come back, as exemplified by Delver's Secrets.
Right.
Delver's Secrets flipping Mana Leak was one of the most backbreaking things in Standard for a long time.
They always had it, but not when I played the deck.
No, just lands for you.
Yeah, like I have 9 lands and played into the game. It's 21 land deck.
It's too bad.
All right, so here we go. So
for me, it was just tournament specific.
So Jung on the play. I see a on the other side there. I see a. So we're both keeping. Okay, I see Geist and.
I think I see a detention sphere in Jung's hand.
Yeah, well, that's fine because you want that for the Angels.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. 2
planes. So now, okay, he doesn't have an island. Oh, I did not notice. That's a More Than Hot and a Cavern of Souls.
He does have a Cavern of Souls.
Yeah, so we're gonna name Spirit here.
You drew a Hallowed Fountain.
See, now you drew the Hallowed Fountain. You play the Hallowed Fountain here, because you won't be able to protect any humans who draw.
Exactly. There was no reason that you're not playing around counter magic because
what probably happened.
Tapped out.
He probably set himself up to think, okay, well, I'm gonna play Cavern next turn,
and then just didn't reassess when he drew the card.
Yeah, sometimes you got to reassess your game plan when things change, and Magic changes a lot. A game of Magic can change a lot.
Yep.
All right, so now Jung has access to 5 sources. What is he? Okay, he's got a Terminus in his hand.
Do we know if he just drew that and just put it into his hand?
We don't. There's a Jace Memory Adept. Why?
Still in the deck after.
Yeah, I can't get behind Jace Memory Adept here.
No, I think that's not the best thing you could be doing in this matchup for the control player.
So what
really uninteractive Planeswalker.
Yeah, so he's got +1 in for sure. And you probably want to mill yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he chooses to mill Jung.
Because you have more. Because Jung has flashback and Jung has More Than Hot. So you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty negative EV expected
and there goes
value.
Jace down. Yep. Yeah, it's not what I want to be tapping out on turn 5/4.
No, certainly not.
Okay, now what? We have an island, so now we can Terminus, which is not going to resolve. Oh, Staffanin. Okay.
Interesting. Do you think he baited the negate?
I think so. You flushed the get out of his hand there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, not too bad. Let's see. Do we have a Silverblade Paladin? I see Restoration Angel. And yeah, that's about all I could recognize.
How's he at 16? You should be at 14. That's 6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, he's correcting it. Good. Alright.
I also see Spectral Flight in Jung's hand.
There it goes. Now, interestingly, if you're Jung,
that
does not
work like that. Okay, so what just happened was that in response to a Terminus, Jung flashed in a Restoration Angel, put the Geist out of play, then put his Restoration Angel on the bottom of his library, then put the Geist back in play.
The problem is Restoration Angel returns it immediately, so they both die.
They both should be on the bottom of the library.
And additionally, if I'm Jung, I would not have countered the Staffanin.
No.
To let it resolve. Let him draw the cards he wants.
Yeah.
Let him draw the cards he wants.
So yeah, that made pretty big rules violation there. The way the stack works is that the spell originally is on the stack until the Angel's abilities resolve. So the Angel would blink Geist of St. Traff in and out of play before Terminus even resolves. And at that point, both creatures are in play.
Correct.
When Terminus resolves.
Yeah, see, this is also hurting him because, well, I guess not so much, but let's see here. I can't see what's on Jung's hand. Okay.
So from a judging perspective, Greg, it's both players' obligation to see that, right? It's game state.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. He's going Spectral Flight. Now Jung has a Cyclonic Rift in his hand, so this is going to be. Oh my gosh, that is not going to work out for you at all.
No.
Oof.
Boom. Cyclonic Rift says return target non-land permanent you do not control to its owner's hand. It has an overload cost of 7 colors and a blue mana,
Right.
and returns 6 colors and a blue mana.
Even worse, he tapped out too. So now he's you missed 2 attacks because of that. And think twice. Okay, so I don't like think twice in here because I want to try to miracle and treat the angels on his turn.
Right.
Okay, so now save the now you're gonna save the thing twice for his turn now. So he'll help you get more chance at miracles.
Jung coming right back out of the gate.
Should we Geist and then probably play what angel here? Oh no, I'm just playing team. Okay, playing the champions. Okay, now we're gonna try to miracle something here.
So he flashes back his.
Okay, and
he looks and
nothing good. Okay, and what we got? Nope. All right.
Nothing again.
Size of land. Top deck land, no less.
Think
twice.
Nothing.
They don't flash back yet. Well, actually, you probably can now because now there's a chance you can hit Supreme Verdict. So and you need a verdict now.
Oh, he has the Detention Sphere.
And interestingly, you can block the Geist.
Yeah.
And go to 4.
Azorius Q-Rune can block the Geist.
Yeah, you can go to 4. So you have the option. What do we got here? Oh no, wait, that's not an option anymore.
Depends on what he.
Well, we have Skymite's creature. Yeah, that hurts.
That Sublime Archangel does really hurt.
Yeah.
He's gonna play another creature. Sublime Archangel gives each creature you control exalted, including itself.
That's not.
No, that is not a correct play. So Jung is attempting to use the detain ability on Leo Sky Knight on an enchantment and remove it from play, which is not a correct interaction. Detain only stops non-land permanents from attacking, blocking, or activating abilities.
No, is Leo Sky Knight any permanent, or is it only a creature?
Well, it's irrelevant. Leo Sky Knight says any non-land permanent, but that's irrelevant because you can target the Detention Sphere, but all that would happen is the Detention Sphere cannot attack, block, or activate any abilities, which is irrelevant for the Detention Sphere because it's an enchantment. It does not work that way.
And while we're at it, while we're at it, you just target the Keyrune and kill him.
Yeah. So did he retarget the Keyrune and attack for lethal? All right, looks like Jung realized the mistake and decides to attempt to retarget the Keyrune, which Jung apparently allows, and attacks for 8.
Interestingly, he shouldn't be able to cast a Skynet either. It doesn't. That using Feeling of Dread there doesn't work because the guy started declares an attacker, and the token's already in play. Yeah, and it looks like the judge is ruling that way as well. So yeah, that's game.
Yep.
So interestingly, if you notice, Jung couldn't cast the Skynet either. So he tapped all 4 of the planes for the angel, and the caverns on your spirit or cleric.
Right.
Whichever cast Geist.
And he needed the Hollow Fountain for blue.
Yeah, so there's quite a few rules violations here. I'd recommend both players brush up on some of the tournament rules going forward.
But a very aggressive and streamlined deck from Jung, and he takes it down.
Yeah, had some of these things not happened the way they did, this probably would have been a completely different match too.
Right, agreed.
All right.